In this video, I'm going to show you how to get an abundance of coaching clients using the machine that I built to get 100% free ads. Okay, and it's not going to cost you a penny. Now, I know there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of stuff out there, so I'm going to break down the problems that you might be facing already, and also some of the problems that if you're getting started right now that you want to avoid facing. And then I'm going to give you the machine, the one that I built to go from this to this, a well-oiled machine. And the great thing is that once you set this machine up, it's completely set and forget. So strap yourself in. This is going to be a good one today. I know you're going to get a ton of value because this is basically my last 5 years' work in pretty much one video, right? Pretty cool. So just a bit of proof, just so that you know that I'm talking the talk and I'm walking the walk and not just talking the talk. So last quarter we did $1 million, okay, and you're probably thinking, okay, well, you might have photoshopped that or something. Well, there's the proof. There's my first 2 Comma Club award. There's my second 2 Comma Club award. You can see we've spent just over $12,000 on ads in total, and that's ever since I started my business in 2002. But most of this is in the last 3 or 4 years. Right, so this is the machine that you want to build to get coaching clients. Okay, this is how it works. I'm going to break it down. So I'm going to go through in this video the highly efficient machine that runs your business. But first of all, okay, how did I build this, and how did I discover this, and how did I kind of what were the problems that I was facing when I was going through my business, right? So, this was my machine before. I was actually flat broke for 4 years, okay? So this is a representation of me being flat broke. Couldn't afford to go out with my friends. Couldn't afford, I was trying to pay bills to keep the roof over my head. I remember getting an endowment policy come in, which gave me £30,000, which was an endowment from the original mortgage I had in 1991 when my first house with my girlfriend. And when that came in, I thought, great, this is finally matured. And it literally, I watched the money go down over 12 months until I had nothing in my account. It's kind of crazy. So here's what I was coming up against, okay? And this is what some of you guys are already coming up against. But first of all, Facebook ads too expensive, right? Okay, $5,000 for a decent agency, or you've got to learn it yourself, which is complicated, right? And I recently fired an agency. I actually hired them to scale one of my products. They didn't do it. They basically got my ad account shut down. And I was sort of 15,000 in debt. Fortunately, at this point, I could afford it, and I didn't really bother about it too much. But the fact is that, a lot of people starting a business have got an amount of money, right? They've got this amount of money to get off the ground, to get their business started. Now, Facebook ads obviously don't take my word for this, please go and check it, but they've been going up nearly 100% every year for the last 5 or 6 years. So that means that you've now got 5 times as much to spend on ads, 5 times as much competition. And it's really hard to stand out. Okay, this is what we found. And, it pretty much creates a red ocean in any industry now. Okay, because as the ad price is getting pushed up, everybody's there and it's really hard. And you really can't create authority with a brand new product on Facebook anymore. You'll generally see the same people on Facebook. So Facebook, what I would say is Facebook's a great place to go. And when you've got set your engine up, and I'll show you how to do that in this, it's a great place to go and attempt to scale certain products. Now, it doesn't always work. Even when you've got everything set up, it doesn't always work. Facebook is not the platform it used to be 10 years ago. Okay, and if you're going to put all your money into Facebook basket, okay, you're going to actually be one of 99% of marketers that are failing right now, because believe it or not, 99% are failing. 5% are actually breaking even. So 95% are failing, 1% are succeeding. It's kind of crazy. So and a lot of that is because a lot of people are going to Facebook, right? The first thing they do is go to Facebook because we're told it's the best place where you can reach a lot of people. Well, this video, I'll show you it isn't, right? Okay, nowhere near. No, not even close, right? So, people don't like Facebook ads, okay? If you're new and you're trying to stand out in the market, you're going to get a lot of grief on Facebook, because what happens is that people generally are nicer to the ones that have been around for a long time because they're used to seeing their ads, and they just get fed up with having a go at them, and they think, oh, well, they must be legit because you keep seeing their ads. And then actually, in all honesty, if you do keep seeing their ads, it does mean that they're succeeding, because it's too expensive to just keep doing that, right? So people kind of build a mindset about the people, but what they do is they put a blocker up against new people. So if you're brand new and you put an ad up, you're going to come up against some resistance, which is fine if you get through that. But what that does is that will put people off signing up for your opt-ins and your products and services. So it actually doesn't really serve you in the start, and it serves Facebook to get all your money and burn you out before you get very far, right? And I've put the apostrophe wrong here. But accounts getting shut down. Now, Facebook will just decide if they don't want your account at the moment. They're under so much scrutiny that they're paranoid, right? They are genuinely paranoid about, the governments could turn around tomorrow and say, oh, Facebook's not a viable platform. I'm not sure they will, but this is the thing, is that Facebook are under so much scrutiny, the privacy and things like that, that the fact is that when you run Facebook ads, the algorithm can pick up all sorts of weird things. And if they decide that you are never going to get your account back tomorrow, okay, there's nothing you can do. There's two ways of getting banned. There's one where they kind of ban you and then you kind of appeal and you get it back. And then there's the other one where they've decided that they don't want your business. Now, because Facebook's so big, it could be a $50 million account, right? So it doesn't matter how big you are, you've got no clout on Facebook. It doesn't matter, okay? That's the thing. And also, Google ads are too expensive. There was a time, back at sort of early 2009, 2010, we were getting like 15 cents a click. And then it went, and we could actually make money where we just put our ad and then send it to a product, right? And then we had this problem where like they literally they priced themselves out of the market. Like 15 cents became like $3 a click. It's like nuts. So and that was overnight, and that's where the kind of whole funnel system started to spring up, because people realized that if you created a funnel, you could make more money. Russell Brunson talks about this a lot. Because instead of putting in 15 cents and making 30 cents, because it was now $3 a click, you had to have these upsells and all these different things in the funnel so that you could make a bit more money. And there's lots more reasons why, your engine may be broken right now. You may well be sitting on the side of the road. If you've just gone and bought a second-hand car, right, and you're about to do all of this, please stop. Don't do it. Do what I'm going to show you here. Okay, it works. Okay, and I've got thousands of case studies. I've got 6,000 students, and not all of them are using this exact system, because some of them are selling affiliate products, but they're using a version of this that we developed for affiliate products. But what I'm going to show you now is the one that I developed first and the one I use now to basically to run my entire business. So we're going to go through how to build this engine and what it does. Okay, so first of all, this engine that I'm going to give you now, okay, is basically a funnel, right? And I'm going to give you access to the actual software where you can build this for free, and you don't even have to put your credit card in, right? So I'm going to obviously hook you up with that in just a minute. But what this is going to do, okay, is this is going to build your entire ecosystem. This is going to get you free ads on the front page of Google and YouTube in front of your audience, and it's set and forget. So it's going to do that for years to come. So once you set this up, this system is actually going to rank. The actual system I'm giving you, the engine I'm giving you, actually ranks your videos at the top of Google and YouTube. Okay, it's going to create you a highly engaged email list. Now, this email list is basically the emails that get opened, not the ones where you give that fake email address. That, we all do it, right? I do it, where you give a fake email address to see what's going on. Okay, but you're never going to get their emails anyway, because you never open that email address up, right? Okay, so we actually get the real email address, the email address that people want to give us, because they are expecting to get our emails. This funnel is designed in such a way so that they will open them, right? And this is going to sell our products, our coaching services on autopilot. Okay, so this is going to, and it actually works for everything. It works for affiliate marketing, anything you can think of. We've done it for agencies, we've done it for local business, we've done it for consultancy, we've done it for coaching, we've done it for online courses, affiliate marketing, everything. It works for anything because it's a similar system. But the fact is that it's going to basically sell our products and services on autopilot without ads. Okay, so we're not going to need to spend any money at all on ads once we've set this system up. Okay, it's going to be basically giving us ads for up to 5 years, right? And even beyond. We haven't been doing it any longer than that. Hey, I want to quickly interrupt just to say I really hope you're enjoying this video. If you are and you want to learn all the strategies that I've got to get this 2 Comma Club award, I'm sharing them all for free on this channel over the next coming months. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified, and then that makes sure that you get notified of all the new content as it comes out. Secondly, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the thumbs up. It will actually help the algorithm. So I'll let you get back to it. The actual system, the engine I give you, becomes a lead magnet in itself. So we don't have to create anything extra. Okay, so once we set this engine up, this engine is our lead magnet, okay? And it's going to create omnipresence. Now, what this does is it does something pretty magic, and I'm going to talk you through how it all works. But basically, it fires up everything so that when your videos start showing up on Google and YouTube start noticing something that happens within this funnel that basically puts them all together. Okay, so you'll be showing up in positions on the front page of Google. You can be showing up in positions 1, 2, 3, and 4, and on YouTube you can be showing up everywhere, right? So it's kind of hard for people to ignore you. Now you suddenly start to gain super amounts of authority, and then when you do go and run Facebook ads at a later stage, or if you want to scale, actually a lot of times I don't bother because I find it quite stressful. But the fact is when you do, people already start to know who you are, and you don't get any of that. You don't get a lot of that kind of hate going on because you've already built authority, because people see you all over Google and YouTube. So when you run a Facebook ad, they leave you alone, right? It's kind of crazy. And you also, you get to create a free email list. Okay, so people always talk about CPL, which is cost per lead. Well, your cost per lead 0, right? Because you're going to be this engine is going to basically be getting you free leads, and these leads are super highly valuable, engaged leads as well. They're not, one lead on this list could be 10 leads that you get from Facebook, because people opt in on Facebook, like I say, they give the wrong email address, all that sort of stuff. You're getting the real email address, and you're getting people that are engaged. And this will make you stand out in any niche, and this will make you stand out fast. Okay, this can actually make you become an authority almost overnight, within a few weeks, because once you set this up, you start getting noticed, right? And case in point here, I actually was using this system to promote an affiliate product last year, just over 12 months ago. And within no time at all, I was working with the founder of that product, which was Might Feel Sane. We became friends. I got to know his team. I became one of his top affiliates initially during the initial launch. And all of this was as a result of using this engine. And it also creates a free retargeting campaign. So what this does is you don't have to pay for retargeting ads on places like Facebook or remarketing on Google. This actual campaign will send people back for the next 10 days to your products and services, right? And it's going to increase your conversions, okay? So the amount of people that are booking calls with you or booking to get on the thing with you, this is going to be higher than you would get from paid ads, okay? And it does so much more. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what we call the magic application funnel. So this is it. This is the machine that we're going to build. So the first thing you want to do before we do this is you're going to want to grab the free software that we use to build this. Okay, it's absolutely insane. People love it. We've got thousands of people using it. They love it. And I'll also give you access to my 24-hour ranking system. And again, you don't put your credit card in, okay? So my 24-hour ranking system is a $9.97 course. You get that for free. Okay, so what you want to do, go to the link you see on the screen, which is groovenowfree.com. Okay, and I'm just going to come out of here and show you how to do this. It's really straightforward. Okay, all you need to do is you'll come to here. You'll see Get Started Now for free. You'll press that. You fill in this, and you're done, right? And you can see here, look, no credit card required ever. Okay, so this is completely free. There's no jiggery pokery. Obviously, they are a business, and there is an upgrade, if you want that later on, but you don't need that. And this is what you're going to be able to do with all of this, right? It's insane. You're going to love it, right? And I will send you access to my free 24-hour ranking system. It comes to you within about an hour, and that's a free 997 course. Now, you only actually get that if you've never signed up for this before. So if you've signed up for this before, unfortunately, it won't award you the bonus. So it needs to be signed up. I have been the only person you've ever signed up with for this. And then you get that, and that's going to basically, the actual bonus comes in about an hour. Okay, so we'll come back and we'll start building this machine. And we're going to do this in 4 stages, right? So first thing you want to do, okay, this is the stage 1, is you're going to put up 10 videos on your channel solving one thing that you do. Okay, so if you're an NLP coach, you want to choose one of the things that you do. For instance, that's just an example. Say you're training NLP, which means you can train lots of things, but you're going to put up a 10-part course on your YouTube channel. Okay, this is a free course you're going to deliver, and it works best when you serve the most. I'll explain that in a minute. And this course is going to basically be like how to lose weight after a baby or how to quit smoking. Okay, and each one of these videos is going to solve one part of the puzzle. Now, when you create these videos, you want to use a keyword tool just to make sure you're tapping into the search for traffic on Google and YouTube, right? And there's bunches of keyword tools out there. Keyword Planner is a free one on Google. You can go and use that. So you want a keyword tool. So like, for instance, how to lose weight after a baby without reducing calories, right? That could be video 1. Without exercising could be video 2. Without, how to quit smoking without cravings, without, you just go and use the keyword tool to search out what the 10 reasons are that people need to lose weight after a baby. Make a video around those. Okay, because that's the key here, because this is going to be generating all the traffic we ever need, because we're going to be ranked, because this is going to basically be in front of the people that are putting those search terms in. So you create 10 videos, okay, then you're ready to create the funnel. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to go, using that software tool that I've got, they've got an academy, like a starter academy that shows you how to create some pages, okay? I'm not going to train that in here because they do that better than I could. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create 10 pages, okay, and you want to drop in a very, very soft call to action below each one of these videos, and you want to embed your 10 videos, okay? So you want to basically create 10 pages with a video embedded with a button that says book a call with me, right? Or schedule a call. Depending on what service it is you offer, you want to go deeper. I've put different things, but it's soft, okay? Because we don't mention in those videos, we're not even mentioning the fact that they can book a call with us. We're just serving. Now, these 10 videos, okay, the best way this is going to work is when you serve your audience, okay? So you want this 10-part course to be a 10-part course where you are not holding anything behind a pay gate, okay? What this is going to do, this is going to act as a magnet to those that actually want to hire you anyway, okay? Because honestly, this will flood your system, and it's going to basically build a raving fan audience of 99% of people. Between 95 to 99% of people are never going to book a call with you, but they're going to be sharing your videos around. They're going to be raving fans, and they're going to be people that will hire you later on, okay? These people are kind of at different stages, and they will, once they've kind of know that you're the right person, they're going to bend over to go over and work with you later on. But right now, you're just going to be building that authority, right? But you will be attracting the people that want to work with you now. And the reason you're going to do that is because no one else does this, right? Everyone else puts everything behind a paywall. Most people will say, right, opt in first, and then we'll show you some training, which is not really training, right? Whether it's a VSL or a webinar, and they don't really, that free lame secrets that don't really tell you anything. You've got to go and buy their thing to learn it, right? Now that works, but it's not working as well as it used to. Okay, people now need to build more know, like, and trust. Marketers are now getting a bit of a bad reputation because people are now not trusting. And I've not come across any of this, because like I'm doing in this video is I'm showing you exactly what you need to do. And then those that want to actually basically get this funnel built for them out of the box, they can buy it, or they can work with me, or they can buy one of my courses. But the fact is that I never do really hard selling. I basically say to people, this is how you do it yourself. And people say, oh yeah, but I want the system. I want to know it, right? Because that's how we are as humans. We want to buy from people that we know, like, and trust. And we actually do want to buy. We just don't want to be sold to where we don't really know whether, we're being conned. Right, and this is great karma. You offer massive value in this 10-part, and this 10-part series is all they're going to need. They're not going to need to hire you. That's the key. They're going to need to go through this 10-part series, and they know it all, right? Because what the next thing you do, they're going to, oh my God, I need to know that, right? Because you're building that authority. Really key. Okay. So we embed these in these 10 pages with a soft button call to action. Book a call. Okay, that's it. We never mention it. We don't, go into much detail. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build an opt-in page. Now, what's going to happen is when someone watches this video on YouTube, below the video in the description, we're going to put, get my free 10-day course and I guarantee you'll never smoke again, right? and it's free, right? So they've watched one of your videos on YouTube. They've now got a link in the description, and we also put it in the comments as well, the comments down below, because depending on what device they're on will be how they can see it, and they're both clickable, right? So if they're on a mobile or tablet, you want them to be able to find the link quickly and click it, right? So in the description, in the comments. And then you can give them they've seen this video where you've built this value. So it could be any one of these videos that they've seen, and then we're going to offer them all of the videos in a 10-part course, right? And we're going to say, once you've seen this course, you will never have to smoke again. Okay, people are going to opt in for this like crazy, because you've just built some know, like, and trust. So they're going to want to get that next free thing, and they want to carry on the journey with you. You've just helped them with something, and they're really happy. Now you're going to help them. Now this is where this starts to fire up and go crazy, right? So what we do is we send them to an opt-in page. Now this opt-in page says, okay, we don't have anything fancy on this page. We just say, where shall we send the 10-day training, right? Okay, and then you put a title at the top, free 10-day training, so you never have to smoke again. Where shall we send the thing? And the where shall we send means that you get the real email address, not the fake one, because otherwise what's the point in them opting in? There's no point, right? They're going to opt in and give you the real email address, right? And they're going to be looking forward to it. So you're going to have this highly engaged email list, which means that when you go and email them with anything else in the future, anything else you're selling, anything else you're developing, they will open. Okay, super engaged email list. Okay, and this is when this starts to get to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up 10 emails. So we're going to send them one part of the puzzle per day, because it's a 10-day email course. Okay, and in these emails we're going to have the 10-day course laid out 1 to 10. And as each day gets sent to them, each day gets clickable. So day 1 will be clickable today. This is the one we send them straight away. Day 2 is going to be clickable, and day 1. So they can go back and watch day 1 and day 2. Now you might think, yeah, but they'll be able to go and watch the whole 10-day series because it's a YouTube video that we're embedded. They'll be able to go over to YouTube and watch our playlist. Yeah, and that's what we want, okay? Because the idea here is that we're building that knowledge and trust, and the more these videos get watched, the more Google and YouTube notices that these videos are being watched. They're not serving them up, right? We're serving them up. So Google and YouTube is a social media platform. Now, what that means is that Google's looking at, one, who watches your videos, and two, where are they being watched? If they're not being watched by them, but people are watching them, Google's going to be looking at your video and going, okay, this is what this video is about. We need to serve it up more. Because people like this video, people are watching this video. We're not even serving it up, spikes it up, pushes it up the search engine, okay? And what happens here is that as this goes up a little bit further, obviously more traffic's flooding into here. As more traffic floods into here, this goes up a little bit further. This goes up a little bit further. And of course, it starts to tie up all these videos and they start showing up all over the place. Now, this doesn't take long for this to happen. We've seen this kind of skyrocket any campaign within 4 to 6 weeks. So what we do is that the first thing we do, this is stage 1, is we're going to send this opt-in to basically a video where we just explain to them how the 10-day course is going to happen, because we want them to open this and we want them to know what to expect, right? So we're going to say, every day I'll send you a video, and it's not going to take up too much of your time, but it's going to show you, by the end of that 10 days, you will not smoke again, okay? Because you're going to know every part of the puzzle, right? Or by the end of that, you will lose all the weight you need to after a baby, because you'll know every part of that puzzle, right? Whatever it is, right? And then you're going to say to them, and in each one of these emails, each one of these days that we send you, there will be a link if you ever feel like you want to just work with our team. Okay, there's no hard, we're not pitching this, but we just want to make it available if that's something you want, right? And this will just make it super easy for those 1 to 5% of people that just want to work with you. Okay, because they'll only need to come through a couple of these, right? And sometimes we will actually have people that will book a call here because they'll have built enough, but a lot of them are not going to, they're going to come through a few of these and then they're going to book a call. Now, what's going to happen here is that this strategy call, right? And again, we'll actually show you how to lay this strategy call out so that it kills it. This is going to fill up fast, okay? And you're going to be bombarded with people. Now, but what's going to happen is that the funny thing is that this, as people come through here, this starts to go skyrocket, because as more traffic comes in, they start showing up. You're now showing up. You're now the authority within a very short space of time for your chosen, for whatever this is, right? So you're going to basically have people wanting to talk to you because you become a little bit famous to them. Okay, you're not really famous in the world, but to people think you're the expert. People think you're famous. So that sometimes they don't want to talk to you. Sometimes sometimes they don't want to work with you. They just want to kind of pick your brains, get on the call. So this is where we build stage 2. So initially we do these calls, and what we're going to be doing in these calls is we're going to be learning about our customers. So we're going to just be asking lots of questions. Okay, so when we get on these calls, we're just going to ask questions and we're going to find out what it is they really want. Okay, and you'll find that a lot of these people are going to be just wanting to pick your brains to start with. Okay, but that's okay because we're learning, right? And then some of them will become a client. Okay, in fact, my second ever call became a client, so it will happen. Okay, but this is stage 1. Okay, and we show you, obviously we do have a way. I'll show you again at the end of the video how we can show you how to structure this call effectively, right? So that's the first stage. So then we build stage 2. Okay, so stage 2 is where we're going to have our bridge page, okay, and we're going to offer the strategy call in the same way, okay, but what we're going to do is instead of sending these emails and these videos, instead of sending them straight to the strategy call, we're going to have a VSL, which is going to be a 20-minute video pre-qualifying everybody that wants to work with you. Okay, so this is all going to be the same. It will still say book a call with us, but instead of going straight to your calendar, we're going to have a VSL, which is a video sales letter, which is you talking to camera, talking about how, who is a good fit and who isn't a good fit and what it is you can help them with. Right now, the goal here is not to sell them on anything. This is actually to pre-qualify. So we want to be basically making sure that people, because these people are all building massive know, like, and trust with you. So we're now going to start to filter. We're going to basically start to hold back people that just want to get on the phone and have a laugh with you. Right? You want to basically start holding them back, because don't forget, this is going, by this stage, this is now going to be flooding and you're going to be having loads of traffic. So you're going to want to basically, really, your ultimate goal is to get on a call with 2 people and convert one into a high paying customer, right? So this is going to be where we're pre-qualifying. So what I do in this call is I say who it's a good fit for, who it's not a good fit for, what I can do, what I can't do, right? And in 20 minutes, I'm not trying to sell anything here because this has already done all this for us. Right, this is the goal behind it. This is not a webinar where we're trying to pitch something. This is where we're trying to actually hold people back. Right? I know it sounds weird, but trust me, this is how it works. Right? And then what's going to happen is that then we're going to have a strategy call. Now, on the strategy call, on the original stage 1, we just give them a link to our calendar. But on this one, we're going to give them a questionnaire. Okay, now this questionnaire is going to confirm everything that they've just watched so that we know they've watched this video. Okay, and this questionnaire will only let them book a call if they answer all the questions, right? And we also say on the call instructions that we're going to, they can book a call and they can book a time in our calendar. But what you can, and the actual call software I use for this, by the way, is called Schedule Once. But there's Calendly, which is really good. If you've got Kartra, they've got their own inbuilt one. So there's a few that you can use, and they all work just as well. But you want a questionnaire, right, before they're able to book the call. Okay, so this questionnaire is going to go through the points of the VSL. So I have about 10 questions, right? And then once they've answered those questions, you can even put in the questions. If the answer's no, it will be automatic disqualification. So people will be exiting themselves, so they'll be pre-qualifying themselves in this questionnaire, right? And then on this call instructions, we're going to let them know that, even though they've booked it and they've gone through, we just want to make sure that we know that we can help them. They're going to be a good fit for us. And, and obviously that's what this call is. And this call is basically an application to work with you. Okay, this call is not for them to pick your brains or anything like that. And then they can actually go and cancel the call if they want to themselves, or we can cancel it based on whether they fit the profile, right? And then when they get on a call, our job here is to get 1 in 2 people booking a call. Okay, now as this is going to start flooding as well. Okay, even when you put this in, this still basically gets people. This kind of gets people fired up because people build more know, like, and trust with you when you're trying to dissuade them. I know it sounds weird, but it works because people are so used to the opposite, right? So what I did here is this didn't deter people at all. This just carried on filling up like crazy. So this brings us to stage 3, okay, is where we put in the pay gate. Now, I started with $50, then I upped it to $100, and this was the sweet spot. Okay, so I then changed the VSL and said, we're actually going to charge you $100 for the call. The reason we're charging that is because, one, it lets me know that you're kind of serious about working together. If you're not, you obviously haven't been through enough of the process. Go back and watch it. You never have to work with me. That's cool. But if you do feel like we're a good fit, we are going to charge $100, so it frees up time for other people. It frees up time for me to serve you, and obviously that means that not lots of people are booking calls. Okay, and also this means that the attendance rate is great. Okay, now you can start with $50 and go up to $100. That's what I did, or you can just start at $100. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're pre-qualifying, so that when people, and then we've got the questionnaire, then we've got the call instructions, so that when we get on this call, once you set it up this way, you're going to be pre-qualifying 1 and 2 of every single call that comes through. Okay, now you don't have to have any of this in place. It will flood, right? But obviously, for you to run an effective coaching business, you want it to be streamlined and getting the people on the call that are actually going to be a good fit, right? So that's stage 3, okay? And stage 4 this is now a well-oiled machine that's working like crazy, and you can basically then take your buyers list or your people that have booked a call and hired as a client, you take that data to Facebook, Google, and YouTube, okay, and then you basically create some ads that just go in front of those basically people that look like those people. You do that with Facebook, you do it with like a lookalike audience, they call it a lookalike audience, and then the Facebook pixel says, yes, I know exactly who your clients are, we're going to go and put it in front of a bunch of others. You don't need to hire agencies or anything like that. Create a simple ad in front of the right people. Do it with Google, do it with YouTube. And what we do is we take a small fraction of our profits and we run this for a few weeks, and if it doesn't work, we switch it off. Right? If that doesn't work, we switch it off. If that doesn't work, we switch it off. Okay, this is not essential, but this is stage 4 if you want to amp up and you want to have $1 million a month business, right? This is what you can do. And obviously all of this money coming in, all of these people coming in are obviously making YouTube serve up more and more traffic for you for free anyway. So this works. This is not essential, okay? And on 9 times out of 10 cases, I do not do stage 4. I just stick with that, okay? Because it's going to do everything you ever need. Okay, and that's the 4 stages. So, I'll just quickly show you through. So you basically just get people on your calendar, you start talking to them, you build some trust. Then you're going to put in a VSL, okay, and you're going to put in a questionnaire. So this is going to basically be pre-qualifying here, okay, and you're going to add those in. And then the next stage is you're going to add in a pay gate, and then you're going to add in some paid traffic, okay. Now, the only thing that I didn't put on here is that when you've built this original first funnel, okay, you might want to fire it up with some paid ads initially for a couple of weeks just to get people watching these videos, okay, because if these videos have been placed up and they are not ranking and no traffic's coming through here, sometimes you need to fire them up a little bit first, okay, because this will work and this will serve all the traffic up you ever need. But the fact is that if none of these videos are ranking anywhere, then no traffic's coming in. So sometimes you need to do that. Not in every case, but quite often you will need to do that, right? So and then once you get to this stage, this could be $1 million a month business, and you can obviously have people, you can basically turn your consultancy service into an online course like what I did, and then you can have people, you can have a few people working for you, and this will basically is a well-oiled machine, and that's all it ever does. Now the last thing I want to show you is that is how you build it yourself, okay? But we've built it for you, okay? So I will build it for you. I'll put a link obviously on the screen and you can go and check this out. And here's the training, okay? So obviously we give you the pre-built funnel, so you don't need to go and create everything. That's all done for you. And I'll give you an overview of how the funnel works, which you've kind of seen inside of here. Okay, I'm going to show you how to basically structure your strategy calls. Okay, so these are the calls where you're going to get people on. This is how you structure this. Okay, and we go into great detail on why you need to offer value and how that works. And also show you the keyword research. Okay, how to create your actual thumbnails for your videos for free using a free tool called Canva. I'll show you how to put that all together. Okay, now I give you the upload checklist. Now this is basically the checklist we use to get our videos ranked. Okay, this is the checklist I discovered. Okay, and I developed. And I give you that checklist. And I'm also going to show you where you add links in the videos. Okay, so kind of how you do all that. How to basically go through and configure exactly your opt-in page. And then we give you access to, you get a free trial with Active Campaign. When Groove Mail comes back online, that's just offline at the moment, we'll basically create it inside of Groove, so you don't even need Active Campaign, but temporarily you can use Active Campaign, which is basically $9 a month, and you're only going to need to use that for a month or two. Okay, and then we show you how to make your 3D mock-ups logos, so you can basically show people like a really cool image of your services. So like, you've seen these kind of mock-up courses. Then we're going to show you how to structure and break down your bridge page, which is the page that they land on after they've opted in. Then I'm going to show you how to structure your VSL, how to get your calls all scheduled, what to expect on each and every call, and then how to initially fire up your funnel. Okay, so the link's on the screen, and we're doing a special deal at the moment, so you can go and check that out and go and grab access to that if that's something you're interested in. But obviously, if not, you can go through this video. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go and grab your funnel software, build the funnel like this. And this is, if you want to build a massive business, this is the funnel I use. Hope you hopefully enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.